graph of the equation ax plus ky equals 6 is a line in the xy plane where a and k are constants. If the line contains the points -2, -6, and 0, -3, what is the value of k? All right, so we're trying to figure out what number is right here. What I can look at right now, or how I could start this here, is by writing this equation in slope-intercept form. To do that, I'd need my slope, and I can use these two ordered pairs. So I can do y2 -6 minus y1 minus -3. So y2 minus y1, that is going to equal -6 plus 3, or -3, over x2 -2 minus x1, 0. -2 minus 0 is -2. So that would be simplified to 3/2, or 1.5. We're going to keep it as 3/2 for the time being. That's my slope. All right, remember my slope is 3/2. So if I had an equation in slope-intercept form, my slope goes right before x, 3/2, plus my y-intercept, b. I don't know my y-intercept, but I could plug in one of these ordered pairs. Whoop, there should be an x here. I could plug in one of these ordered pairs, 0, -3. Let's do that, because remember, an xy, this is an xy ordered pair. So let's plug in 0 for this x right here. Well, 3/2 times 0 is 0, plus b, equals my y value. My y was -3. And then I would see that b is -3. All right, so remembering that my slope was 3/2, and now my y-intercept is 3, I can go ahead and write that equation in slope-intercept form now. So y equals 3/2 x plus 3. All right, now I want to get it into this form, though. So I'm going to move my term with the x over. So that's going to be -3/2 x, and the reason is because I'm going to subtract it on this side. -3/2 x plus y equals 3. All right. I see that 1, so technically there's a 1 here, which would be the number in front of y. I see it's not here. The reason is because a couple things. When it's in this form, I can't have a fraction here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply through everything by 2. If I multiply everything by 2, it's going to cancel that divided by 2 out. So that's going to be left with -3x. I got to multiply this by 2. 2y equals 6. Now this is one that's going to be a little tricky, because we see, oh, there's a 2. Now I'm in the form. There's a 2. 2 is an answer. One of the tricky things, though, is that I can't leave this first value as a negative. So I have to switch everything to its opposite. So 3x minus 2y equals -6. And now I see my actual answer is -2. So A is -2.